There are a lot of medium-sized British YouTubers, but very few of them have potential to become big. And one of them is TomGW. So Tom, tell us about yourself.
Right. Okay. First of all, thank you very much for having me on. I
No
am
problem.
TomGW. For anyone who hasn't seen me before, I am a British YouTuber. I've been doing YouTube for almost 6 years now. It's
Same.
quite crazy. 6 years for you as well.
Yeah,
Wow, you must have started when you were very young.
I was 5.5, about to turn 6.
5.5. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, so you're,
Yeah,
mate, you have so much time. That's actually really exciting.
yeah,
So I was 12 when I first started. So when I first
you're
started,
my
I was
age.
your age, yeah.
Yeah,
That is wow, that's quite mad. But I started what did I start doing? I started kind of doing, vlogs, challenges. I'd say at the very early days of my YouTube channel, I was, trying to be bigger YouTubers that I'd already seen do well, and I was just trying to replicate it. And I'd say over the years, I've just slowly come into my own style, slowly learned to do things myself, slowly learned to come up with my own ideas. I'm still very much inspired by a lot of the other UK guys. I don't think that's any secret, but yeah, I've slowly worked my way up the ladder, and I currently have 7,000 subscribers, which I'm quite happy with.
so who was like your inspiration for YouTube when you started?
Oh, okay. I always find it very strange when I answer this question because back in the day, I used to watch a lot of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and Syndicate and like a lot of gaming YouTubers. I was very into the game.
Same.
I was never even very much of a big gamer myself, but I used to love gaming YouTubers always. Like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye's Five Nights at Freddy's series. Like I can still basically recite that whole thing to this day.
Yeah,
So strange, but yeah, I used to love them, and I think watching the lifestyle that they lived, and how they portrayed themselves to an audience, that connection that they had with the audience. Jacksepticeye would do those sit down talking videos that I would just, I'd feel a real bond with this guy, and I think just seeing the specialness of the community that they had made me think that that was always something that I wanted, but I just had absolutely no idea how to make videos or what to do really, and I think, yeah, I just slowly over the years, I got more and more into it. I met more people that were doing the same thing as me. And, I've been able to kind of form this little community. Well, it definitely wasn't formed by me, but like, I've found my way into this little YouTube community, and yeah, I'm really happy with how
yeah,
it's come.
yeah. I was also inspired by like gaming YouTubers. But now my content is like not gaming, but I did do like Minecraft videos for a long time.
Mm.
Um, But yeah, I feel like I see this a lot sometimes. Like, I say like someone inspires you and he does like gaming videos, you don't always turn out doing gaming videos. Like,
Mm.
which is something I've noticed.
I think, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, you're spot on. Like, I think a lot of people, no matter what genre it is that you start with, I think it's actually quite rare to start with that genre and continue doing it until you get big.
Exactly.
The majority of big YouTubers you look at, you'll scroll right down on their channel and you'll see videos that are nothing like the videos they make now. Like, there's
Yeah.
usually that progression that happens. I think it's very common. Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at of my past 10 videos, you will see just probably no 10, no, like 50 or probably 100. That
Mm,
you will see like Minecraft videos, like vlogs, editing tutorials, like commentary
mm,
videos, podcasts, it's like
yeah.
everywhere. And
Yeah.
I've recently found,
I think that's great. I think it's
yeah, it
brilliant.
is.
Like I guess like the majority of people enjoy lots of different styles of content, so it's very
Mhm.
natural to be drawn to lots of different parts. It's just the tricky bit comes when in order to really build a brand, I think the majority of big YouTubers that have that brand, they stick to one kind of content, or maybe they
Mhm.
spread different content across different channels. So it's brilliant to have so many different things. But yeah, no, I think yeah, it's it's very normal. It's very normal actually for YouTubers to start out like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And like the more things you try, like the more chances you have of succeeding. Like if I would never try my podcast, I probably would have gotten 1,000 subscribers, but not
Mm.
like as early as I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Podcasts are brilliant, bro. Like, and so,
yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen so far of your podcast, it seems like, from what I can tell at least, it seems like you've found a calling with that because,
Thank you.
especially for your age, like I cannot get over how young you are and that you're doing all of this. I'm sure Liam said all the same things, but
Yeah,
I find it
yeah,
crazy. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Thank you. So we were just talking about different like niches of video. How do you find your like current style of video?
Um, over a very long period of time, I'll be honest. I think So the videos that actually first got me big was well, oh god, I'm not big. Sorry, that I'm not big at all. What I mean, the videos that first got me from getting 0 views on any of my videos to finding my way into the community
Yeah.
was it was actually vlogs. It was so I do vlogs from like YouTube events, and those were always my most viewed videos. So like back a few years ago, we had Upload event in London. We had Summer in the City. Like those vlogs where I'd go to these events and I'd meet different YouTubers. I got away with some filthy clickbait at some of those events. I'm going to be completely honest, but yeah, it was these vlogs where I kind of went to events, and I think those were the videos that made people find my channel. But then I also had these kind of sit down videos where I'd tell stories. I'd talk about like top 5 things we've all done, and the kind of the old style YouTube content. Those were actually some of the videos that first built me a community, which is surprising. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
For me, it was very different because for me, it was like I did like videos like calling Peppa Pig, like she came to my house.
Was that you?
Yeah, like I was doing
Yeah.
like those videos, and I was getting consistent like 30 views every, or like 20 views, and all those videos got over 200 views. So I was like,
Yeah.
I continued doing them.
Yeah,
Um,
there's definitely a method behind the madness. Like those videos
yeah,
are ridiculous, but they work. Like you can't fault it at all. Especially back in the time that they were a thing. Yeah.
yeah. I also feel like I was kind of late to it. It was like 3 years ago. If I were like at least 6 months earlier, they would have been a lot better. I also did like a kind of clickbaity video. It was like lip smacking with like the odd ones out. And he wasn't in the video. I was just reacting to one of his videos, and like that video also got a good amount of views.
Yeah. I feel like YouTube has changed to a point where there's a certain level of clickbait that is very acceptable. And I think
Yeah,
things like that, I'm saying in the title, doing this with the odd ones out, it's actually a video of you watching the odd ones out. As long as it's related,
yeah,
I feel like that you can pass that. It's the only time when clickbait is still a problem now is if it's absolutely nothing to do with the video and it's luring people in based on a complete false expectation. Which it doesn't sound like
yeah.
that's what you did. I think that's completely fair enough.
No, yeah, I didn't do that. But yeah, I feel like I kind of got that. Like I got like 200 subscribers combined from those 2 videos. But I didn't actually build like a good audience from that, and like the good audience I actually built, like the community, was because of my podcast, I would say.
Yeah. Well, hello everyone. Make sure to subscribe if you've not already.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you come up with your video ideas?
So I've got a list. I've got a list of all of them. If I ever kind of have
Who
a
doesn't?
slight, yeah, we all have a list. Yeah, it's a very bland answer from me, but yeah, if I ever get a slight idea of something that I can maybe build into something bigger, I'll write down a very base idea. Like a lot of the time I get my ideas in the shower. A lot of the time I get my ideas, when I'm out running. Like it's usually when I just kind of let my mind just think, and I'll just find my way down these kind of weird rabbit holes where I'm like, that could kind of be a video. Usually when it comes to actually thinking about the detail of the video, that's when I sit down and I'll write down notes, or I'll do like a mind map or something like that. But yeah, and then I'll write down the whole script. Like I don't know if that's something that people know about me, but all of my videos are scripted word for word, to be honest. Like I like having the perfect structure from start to finish, for sure. Yeah.
Mine's very like different from that. Like when I wasn't doing podcasts, I just like write down the idea and just like record the video and just like do. Yeah, I wouldn't like have a specific like things to say. I wouldn't also like write notes on what to say. I don't know why I did that, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's honestly, at the end of the day, it depends on your style. Like I know quite a lot of YouTubers that don't plan their videos out purely because when they're free and when they're not boiled down to a script, they perform better.
Turns out better. Yeah.
It turns out better. Yeah. So I think that's it just depends on what works for you, really. Yeah.
Yeah, and like now, I see other podcasters who like only write notes and don't write the full-on questions, and I'm like, how do you come up with like 10 questions out of just like 4 little bullet points? I need like specific questions to say.
I get that, and I think I remember the very short-lived period when I did a podcast. I'd write down all of the specific questions, and I'd try my best to kind of tailor it towards the YouTuber in question. But the majority of the time, I just kind of, the moment the conversation starts flowing, it's a lot of the time the questions will go out the window. Like, I remember
Yeah.
recording some episodes being like, I didn't ask half the stuff I thought I would. Like, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, and sometimes you have like ideas that go last and they like are like the first couple questions. Like the video idea one was like going to be one of the last questions I asked, but it just turned out like one of the first.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So even though you had like a video with 100,000 views, which is like very good for a channel your size and my size, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
Why do you think you haven't blown up yet?
I think there's a lot of luck involved. I think, well, I mean, if I'm completely honest, I look at a lot of my videos and I look at big YouTubers' videos and I see I've got a very long way to go yet. I don't want to, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I look at my videos and I look at someone like maybe Will NE or, some of these big dons on YouTube and I think, yeah, I've still got a very long way to go. But you I guess you do what you can do. Like there's a lot of budget that goes into a lot of big YouTubers videos now, so I make the best videos I can. I think the main reason why I've not blown up yet is one, because I'm probably not quite consistent enough just yet. I think I aim to be in the future, and also it's pot luck. Some people have got famous for less. A lot of people do more and haven't got famous. So I think it's just complete luck.
Yeah, it's also complete luck, and there's like tons of things that you're like, do I seriously have to do this to like blow up? Like, I don't want to learn the algorithm. I don't want to learn like which thumbnail does good, like which thumbnail does bad. Like, no, it's too much time. But yeah,
there's a lot to learn. There really is, and I think there's a reason for the majority of the people that rise to the top of who rise above the crop. There's usually a reason why they've got there. There isn't always though, and then there's a lot of people that never rise above the crop that should be there, but are just unlucky. I think that's sort of the way I see it. Like, the people that blow up, they have a reason for it. The people that don't, well, some of them might not have deserved it, but there's probably a lot of people that do. Like yourself, for example. You've got a lot. You've got a lot of time. Your time will definitely come. But you deserve it a lot, mate. Honestly.
Thank you. And just like every time I hear someone say that, it's like motivates me to like try better each time. If that kind of makes sense. Because like I've interviewed some of my favorite YouTubers and talked to some of them, not like off the interview. And some of that I haven't interviewed, and they say like, you're gonna be big. Like I've got so many comments like that, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
That's great, man. I mean, I believe it. From the limited time that I've spent with you now, like I do genuinely believe it, bro. Like you seem very 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 switched on for someone your age, for sure. So well in, mate, well in.
So talking about like blowing up, like which video do you think was like responsible for most of like your current growth?
Oh, so it's not a good one. It's if I'm honest, it's not one that I ever should have made, but I did make it, and I'm not going to take it back now. So the YouTuber MEMEULOUS. Yeah. So many moons ago, I made a video. So pretending to be MEMEULOUS came much later. That's one of my favorite videos. That was good.
He featured you in a video, right?
So he did feature. There's a bit of a history between me and MEMEULOUS that comes with quite a lot of things. Yeah. The one that actually surprisingly probably did the best was finding out what MEMEULOUS looks like, which was a video where I thought it would be funny if I looked onto YouTube and had a look at some of the really awful MEMEULOUS face reveal videos and kind of reacted to them. But I feel like a lot of people have seen that video. I imagine George may have seen the video. I don't know, but it very much seems like I'm going in there with the intention to be like, guys, I want to show you all what MEMEULOUS looks like, which I see why they'd think that. My intention at the time was more to be like, let's have a look at all of this utter garbage that's on the internet about MEMEULOUS' face. But it's a terrible video, but it got a lot of views. That one was probably the one that actually got me to where I was, weirdly, because it just got boosted in the algorithm a lot.
Didn't get like 100,000 something views.
100,000, yeah. I think 100,000, which is just silly. Like I'd give 100. I'd rather have 100,000 on almost any of my other videos besides that one.
Yeah. I feel like I would prefer to have like 10,000 or like 4,000 views on like some other videos instead of calling Peppa Pig. Like,
Yeah,
because there definitely are videos that deserve a lot more instead of that. So
yeah.
yeah,
Calling Peppa Pig it was always going to get views. Especially if you
exactly.
did it in the time that you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not an oversaturated market right now, but back in the day,
Mhm.
you might have been on it with that one.
Yeah, I also did like calling
Mm.
Elmo, calling like Barney. I was like, I got everyone.
Wow.
And then
The fact that I've probably seen one of your videos before, I probably actually have because I just remember seeing all kinds of videos like that back in the
yeah.
day.
But mine didn't get that much views. It got like 4,000 views, but like
Mm.
it was a lot for me. And the other ones got like a decent amount of views.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why I stopped doing them. Like if they,
Mm.
I did like around six of them. But I don't know the reason why I like stopped it because like they all got me a decent amount of subscribers. And then I just stopped. Like I did like 5 very clickbaity videos.
Mm.
I got superpowers, which was like fake.
Yeah.
I mean just editing like fake things, and then the rest was just like vlogs. And I was like, I should have done more of those.
Mm. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you can always look back. Like, I feel like everyone kind of dislikes the former person that they were, but especially on YouTube, you've got everyone kind of looking back, being like, "Oh, should have done this, should have done that."
Yeah,
But I guess it's just you got to just take everything you learn and just move forward with it because there's so much to learn on YouTube, and I know I'm still nowhere near there. So yeah,
yeah,
just I guess it's all just learning, isn't it?
exactly. And like
Mm.
I kind of wanted to like make another channel and re-upload those videos, make like some more, but I feel like this is a completely bad idea.
Mm. Well, I don't know. Is it? I feel like making a separate channel. I think it can be a good idea when
Mhm.
it comes to I guess when it comes to oh god, I completely lost my train of thought. When you've got this already established audience and you can easily send them over and create interactions on this new channel, it's a
Yeah,
great idea. Something that I'm always concerned about is in terms of recognition. I think putting everything on one channel makes you more recognizable than you being spread out across multiple channels. I
yeah,
mean, if you're 100% sure that you wanted to do, let's say, Minecraft and podcasts, you had two different channels for them. I guess that's okay. But two channels in general, I'm always quite wary about two channels, if I'm honest. Just
yeah.
in terms of recognition, it maybe isn't the best idea.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have like created some 3 other channels that are like completely nothing to do with my main channel. And both of the channels haven't had a single video with my voice in it.
Oh
So
wow.
you don't even know it's me, and they both have gotten
Mhm.
like 2 of them past 100 subscribers, one 500, and the other 200, and the other one, which I started last week, already has 20 subscribers. Um, just with YouTube Shorts, just crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking of like starting another one now because I kind of know what YouTube Shorts are like.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on YouTube Shorts, by the way? Do you think it's maybe like do you think this is kind of like a thing that's going to stay, or do you think it's just a bit of a trend at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's gonna stay, but it's not gonna be as popular.
Mm.
And it's just like a cheat way to get views and
Yes.
subscribers.
Yes. Oh my
Um,
god. Yeah.
like who would have thought posting like I have a Minecraft Shorts channel, and I literally did a video of me breaking a block, and it got 51,000 views. Like
51,000.
yes, I can send you the video and the Zoom link.
Oh
Um,
my word. Right. I've got to see
only
this.
because of YouTube Shorts. It's 7 seconds long. It was I spent one day on one block Minecraft and 2,000 views. That got me 300 subscribers. Like I'm gonna go to analytics right now.
My God. This is you. This is like your
Yeah,
short
yeah, yeah,
channel
yeah. That's me.
or
But
your
like,
Minecraft channel.
yeah, I haven't promoted that channel on Nicocast, so none of my Nicocast subscribers know that's me. So I've completely grown it separately.
Oh my God. Bro, you've got brains on you. You've some of these videos have done really well.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant, mate. Fair play. You've outdone yourself there.
And then like I got 100 subscribers in a week. And then I went from 219 to 518 in under 2 days. Just because of that one video. And I was like, that's when I realized, oh, shorts is very OP. Like, so I
Yeah.
started another channel where I'm posting Roblox videos, and then
Mm.
200 subscribers. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna chill with the channels, and I'm gonna focus on these two channels and just post tons of shorts.
Yeah, well,
And
that's the
yeah,
thing. Like, I feel like a lot of creators maybe underestimate how, I know I said earlier that it's just luck how you get big, but to play devil's
Mhm.
advocate, play working with the algorithm and looking at what's get views and what doesn't, and just slowly learning, you can guarantee yourself a certain level of success. Like, I'd say Dream is probably
Yeah.
the best example of this. Like, you've
Hmm.
seen the way Dream, there's interviews with Dream before he blew up on YouTube talking about how, he's going to be the next big thing. He knows it.
Exactly.
He's learned the algorithm. He knows what he's going to do. Dream was not an accident. Like, there is a certain way that you can
Exactly.
guarantee your level of success. And, that Minecraft Shorts channel has some very good potential in it. Looking at it, wow.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
feel like that channel was just a complete like cheat code because there was a trend like spending 100 days in the Minecraft world.
Mm.
Where you just record yourself like spending 100 days in the Minecraft world. So I did the same thing, but it was one day, and it was 7 seconds long. So it was easily like you can rewatch it, and you wouldn't even
Mm.
notice. And so it was just
Yeah.
like short, a trending thing, and it was a YouTube short. So it was like perfect,
Mm.
the perfect combination.
Yeah. Do you think that a lot of this a lot of all of this kind of like the trend with YouTube Shorts at the moment, do you think that this is kind of as a result of TikTok? Do you think that the kind of
Hmm.
content being made, do you reckon it just kind of matches TikTok, so people are going with it on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I feel like most of the content is TikTok content.
Mm.
But I heard something they're not allowing like videos with the TikTok badge.
Mm.
But like there's ways around that. You could like there's a website where you can take off the TikTok watermark, and I've done
Yeah.
that like
Oh yeah.
for some of the videos. So it's basically like TikTok, but
Mm.
yeah, I feel like it's it will get like separate content from TikTok. Um, it definitely will because it's YouTube. But I feel like their competitors, like Reels and Spotlight, I think it's called Instagram Spotlight,
Yeah.
Snapchat Spotlight.
Snapchat Spotlight. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Reels is probably the main one, but
yeah.
TikTok's a
I feel
monopoly,
like
bro. Like, I think TikTok is that, like, no one is actually, you might sit and watch Instagram Reels sometimes, but no one sees that over TikTok, do they? Like,
exactly.
TikTok's the one, surely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like Instagram Reels is gonna continue be like just in TikTok content. I feel like,
Yeah.
and same with Snapchat. I feel like YouTube content will shift from TikTok content.
Mm.
And TikTok will just stay. But yeah, TikTok's crazy.
TikTok is, yeah. I mean, I think the change in how people view TikTok in such a short amount of time is crazy to me. Like, do you remember how everyone used to think it was cringy?
Cringy, yeah.
Yeah, everyone used to think it was cringy. Like, look at how
I
we've all
like,
put stuff on it. It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I downloaded the app, made like 2 TikToks, then deleted it because I thought it was cringy. And then like a year later, it started getting popular, so I started uploading on it again.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it is quite mad.
it's also a good way to grow. I've noticed like
Oh
tons
yeah.
of people have gotten millions or thousands of subscribers just thanks to shorts. And
Yeah.
like, wow. I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
shorts in TikTok.
I tell you what, I feel like TikTok is just it's in terms of growing a brand for yourself. It's just undoubtedly the best social media, because all you've got to do
Hmm.
is just whack a few tags on your video, post it at the right time, post it on the TikTok camera. That's supposedly a thing that if you
Hmm.
video on your phone camera, it won't get as many views as if you video it on the TikTok camera, because TikTok like people using their app to video things. You know,
Didn't know that.
there's very limited steps to making a TikTok, and there's no reason why it can't get a million views. If it's something funny, it'll get a
Exactly.
million views. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's relatable and if it's good content, 100% it'll do
Yeah.
good.
Sure. Sure. And another thing is, I think the key thing to how people get so many views on TikTok is the fact that it's not search engine based. Like, as in
Yeah.
on YouTube, videos do get recommended, but you have to click on the video to choose to watch it. It's based on people typing things in. Whereas on TikTok, the video just gets presented to you. It just pops up
Hmm.
on the screen. Like, are you going to watch it? You're going to not. You're probably going to watch it. So
Exactly.
yeah, like, in terms of getting people to view, the level of clicking a video being like, I want to watch this, that's just removed on TikTok. So it's
Yeah.
very, very interesting how much easier it is to get views on there.
There is a way to like search up TikToks, but no one does it. Like,
Yeah, very
uh,
few people. Yeah,
yeah. And like the thing is, if you go on a TikTok and you view it, like if you scroll, it counts as a view for the thing. So
yeah.
like you automatically view it. And YouTube is not like that. There's like, I would have gotten like hundreds of thousands of views on one of my podcasts, stuff like that.
Yeah,
It was like TikTok.
I tell you what, you're absolutely spot on, because like the thing that I've found is, how if you go into your YouTube analytics, you've got the impression counter.
Yeah.
Impressions on YouTube are basically just views on TikTok. Like, as
Yeah.
in the amount of, it's just the amount of time someone's seen your video. Like, it's not necessarily a counter of how many people have actually sat down and watched it. It's very interesting. Yeah.
In like May, I got 43,000 impressions, which is
43,000.
Like, yeah, in May.
Wow.
And then in June, so far, 6,000, almost 7,000.
So you're on track to have a similar month then, by the looks of it.
Yeah, but May weirdly wasn't like a wait. Actually, no, I had 53,000 impressions. That was the last 28 days. But yeah, May wasn't like a good month for me. I have like 50 subscribers, but yeah. April was a better month, even though I got less impressions. I don't know. YouTube's so complicated.
YouTube it's so hard to master, bro. Like, it's easy to understand what's going on, and the actual making video side of it, I believe that it's relatively easy to make content that people enjoy if you're just yourself. But
exactly.
the technological side of it, how the algorithm works and stuff, it's a pain. Like, it really is a pain to try and learn it, and it's so much harder than what it used to be.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just like so much things for you to do. Like, there's complete books on it, like stuff like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, so kind of like moving on. What has been your favorite video to record?
Favorite video to record? It's gotta be pretending to be MEMEULOUS at Summer in the City. It's gotta be that one. Like, I have never been more surprised by how a video went, because what actually happened in the end was not really the original plan, which I still find weird. It's weird to think about, but yeah, no, it's just all expectations for that video just got absolutely blown out of the water. So yeah, I'd say that one. I got to meet a lot of people doing it, so yeah, no, it's got to be that one, yeah.
And I'm guessing it kind of felt cool because like people were coming up to you, even though like just being someone else, like you're like, so this is what it feels like to be like a famous YouTuber.
Yeah, and that is something that I find crazy. I got a real glimpse into what it feels like to be a YouTuber. Well, it happened. I found out what it felt like to be a YouTuber at one of those events, and it's exhausting. Like, I was looking for excuses to leave, not even because I'd had enough with the video. I was just shattered. I just wanted to take the mask off for a minute and just breathe. Like, it was it was exhausting. I can't imagine how YouTubers actually do it at events.
Exactly. And like with VidCon, like there's like Tommy and it's going like other Minecraft YouTubers who have crazy fans. Like I could just imagine
VidCon London or VidCon in America. It'll be the LA one, I assume.
Yeah, I think it's the one in LA, but most of them are going there. And like I can just imagine how exhausting that's gonna be for them. Like, since they have such crazy fans, and the rate Tommy and is growing and like Dream, like
so yeah, that's and especially let's consider, Tommy in it. I'm sure you will have met quite a few viewers by now, but let's not forget he first became famous in the middle of the pandemic. Like, he's not been to he's not experienced it at all yet, really. Well, I mean, he probably like I said, he probably has a little bit, but in terms of going to events, the last YouTube event he went to, he would have been a fan.
Exactly, yeah. He went to like a YouTube event and he met like a lot of YouTubers who he's bigger than, like right now.
Yeah, I think it was it Insomnia, I think it was in Insomnia.
He met like Will and E and Jackson.
I've seen the pictures of him with Will and E where he's just a complete fan. Like, it's crazy how much you can just switch like that.
And the thing with YouTube, if you're meeting someone, like if you're a decentralized YouTuber and have people coming up to you, you don't know if like the person you're talking to is going to be like a big YouTuber like you, or like more famous than you. You just don't know.
Yeah, a YouTube events are so exciting. Have you been to one?
No, I haven't, but I really want to go to VidCon. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I reckon it'd be great. I mean,
yeah,
obviously it's going to be
so many
a
great
lot of
content.
money. It's going to be a lot of money, but I feel like for you, North American, a lot of VidCon's probably VidCon in America is kind of, it's the top one. So
Hmm.
yeah, if I was American, I'd do everything, American or Mexican or from North
Yeah,
America, I'd try my best to get out there. Yeah.
yeah, and I've just like so many videos on it, like, and yeah, I was going to go to one, but I think I got canceled because of COVID or something. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, COVID is, oh God. I mean, like, obviously it's a shame when it comes to everything, it's
yeah,
obviously COVID has ruined everything. But when I think of the where the community would be now if it wasn't for COVID, I do
hmm,
think, it's a real shame.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like going back to Tommy Unit, like if being memeless and like that event, like the amount of people that went up to you for just pretending to be memeless,
Mm.
and how many scars do you have at that point? Do you know?
How
Like,
many subs did I have or how many did
no,
Tommy?
memeless at that
Oh,
point.
Memulus
When you
had
did that video.
a couple mil, definitely. I'd say maybe like 3 mil.
Yeah, and
Mm.
the size of Tommy Unit now, almost 10 million, is gonna
Yeah.
be like a lot
Oh,
crazier.
Tommy is not going to be ready, bro. Like, I actually, I
And
do, I
Dream.
do, I do sometimes worry about the people that blew up that quickly
Yeah.
because I can't imagine it. I cannot imagine how like crazy life would get, and I feel like it would be very overwhelming. Amazing. You think about the amount of money that they're getting. You're not exactly going to complain, but I imagine I do potentially worry a little bit about how they handle that level of success.
Hmm. And with people like Corpse and like Dream, who have
Yeah.
in a face review and have like huge fan bases,
Oh, bro.
like,
The day Dream face reveals is the day the internet breaks. Like that
yeah,
man has. And I
so
mean,
much
it's
power.
it's another reason why I feel like I fucked up by showing my face early, like relatively early on, because
Yeah.
you know, the monetary value of not showing your face and then showing it,
Like,
you'd get a banging
yeah,
video out of it. Yeah. Mm,
yeah. And like, if I were to start a new channel, I wouldn't show my face at all. Like,
mm.
I've done that with like my two other channels, and like, if they get big, people are gonna be asking for face reveal and voice reveal. So I will do it at the same time, obviously. So I have like two ways to get a good amount of like views. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I rate that for sure. I rate that for sure. I think voice reveals, yeah, are another thing because I kind of forget that a lot of YouTubers don't really show their voice because I feel like
Hmm.
voice is the main kind of place that the personality comes from in a lot of YouTubers'
Yeah.
videos. But yeah, no, mate, I think you've got. I know I've said it already, but you've got a very good brain on you when it comes to YouTube.
Thank you.
Mm,
That really means a lot.
mm.
Um, so kind of like moving on. What is like one thing you kind of regret doing YouTube wise? Not counting showing your face. You
Okay.
said that.
Um, I think that for quite a long time, I completely underestimated the importance of following the algorithm. I think I got very lucky with the algorithm quite early on, and
Yeah.
I think the way that I did those videos did well. I think I just thought, oh, eventually I'll get another video that does that well again. I'll just make these videos and not really learn about the algorithm. And I made these videos that I enjoyed making. I don't think they're that good looking back on them, but at the time they were quite good for me. And I just didn't care about the algorithm, and I think it was absolutely stupid of me to completely underestimate how important that actually is.
Yeah.
Mm,
It definitely is very important. And now there's a lot of people like studying it even before they start.
mm.
So yeah.
Yes, yeah, no, absolutely. I think the kind of the culture around YouTube now is that people set out this blueprint of how their channel's going to work before they ever do it. Whereas back in the day, people would just record something random and upload it without really thinking about how it was going to go.
And it would randomly do well and randomly do horrible.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I think there's so many differences between YouTube now and YouTube back in the day, but yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like talking about YouTube back in the day. Would you like if would you want it to start earlier?
Um, I mean, I'm sure it would have done no harm. I would have had a few more years of experience under my belt.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if I ever. I think I kind of, I reached a certain age where I kind of realized what I wanted to do, and that was just to purely, come up with just the funniest ideas I can and just see if they work. I don't know whether I maybe would have reached that point sooner if I started soon. I'm not really too sure, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, might as well go back and start sooner if I could.
Yeah. I would not have started sooner because, like, imagine a 2-year-old, like 3-year-old, like doing YouTube. That's just
I don't think you could have started very much sooner. To be honest.
exactly.
You started the absolute earliest stage you could.
Like literally.
Yeah, there's no way for anyone to say to you start sooner. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
a lot of people say, "Oh, I wish I started when you were your age, when I was your age," like stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you think about the amount of time that they would have had, like you've
Mhm.
already learned so much in the time that you've been on YouTube. Like, think about how
Exactly.
long you've got
How
to
much
go.
you're gonna learn. Yeah.
Very exciting to think about that. Yeah.
Thank you. So even though you don't have like the biggest channel like yet, what type of like opportunities do you think YouTube has bring to you?
I mean, quite a few just recently, to be honest. Recently I've actually been offered my very first brand deal. I'm not really. Oh, well, am I? Oh, can I talk about this now?
No,
Yeah, I
you
imagine
definitely can.
I imagine the video will be out by the time. But I
Um,
imagine the brand deal video will be out by the time this comes out.
it
I imagine.
100% will. This
Yeah.
video is coming out sometime in like August.
Okay.
I'm
All
ahead of
right.
schedule.
Okay. All right.
Until
Okay.
August.
It definitely will. Then that's completely fine. So the video, if you're watching this now, the video is actually out. You can click the link in the description to go watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Cheers. So. Oh, what was I saying? Yes, so I've recently been offered my very first brand deal, which I didn't expect to happen this early on. So a car insurance company have contacted me and quite a few YouTubers to make a video about a car, anything to do with the car, really. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a fun video, which I'm not gonna. Oh, what the video is literally out by now. I can talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm doing a video with another YouTuber called TomGW, where we see how far we can travel in a kid's toy car. Pretty much, that's the premise of the video.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm not actually able to drive a real car, so there was only so much we could have done. Tom Bids, the YouTuber I just mentioned. I don't know if you've heard of Tom Bids. Have you?
I'm not sure.
He is excellent. Just Tom Bids, like Bids. He has also been offered the same deal as me. We're doing another even crazier video on his channel, which I won't go into too much, just because I don't know when he's uploading that. It might not be for a long time. But yeah, he does some insane challenges, and we're doing an insane challenge with him involving a car. Yeah, it's very exciting. So what you said, different opportunities that come with YouTube. So I mean, to be honest, the main thing, it sounds a little bit cringe, but probably just the friends I've made from doing it. You know, I've made a lot of great new friends from all over the country. Some people from different countries. You know, I guess you could say all over the world. Like it's crazy how small YouTube makes the world, and it just excites me. You know how many people. Yeah, like how many people I guess it makes the world small in terms of you know, it brings everyone very close together. You know, it's a small world in the way that we can all just kind of communicate even overseas. A lot of my YouTube mates I've met, some of them I haven't yet. It's very exciting. I've actually just got back from a weekend away with some of my I think Liam might have mentioned Owen Powell to you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I also reached out to him. He told me.
Oh, nice one. Yeah.
You and him.
Yeah, so I was away with him. I was away with a YouTuber called Marley Swarbs. I don't know if you know him.
He was in one of your videos, right?
Yes, yeah. Marley's he's been in a few of my videos actually. Yeah. So yeah, I saw Marley. Yeah, great people that I've met through YouTube. That's probably one of the biggest. I don't know if that really counts as an opportunity, but it's one of the best things to come from what I've done for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't like met up with like most of them. Met like the only one I could think because of COVID, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, there's only one I can think of. Which there's only one. Which is Just Theory.
Oh wow, really? I saw that you had one of them on your channel. I didn't know you met them in person.
Yeah. I had interviewed Amar. And then like, when was it? It was like
wow,
5 months ago. 5 months ago, I was in LA, and turns out my brother lived in the house with his friends. And the editor of Yes Theory went to the house to exercise like casually with them. And I was like, I was coming back and I just saw him on his bicycle going to the house. And I was like, I've seen him.
That's
um,
so mad. That's crazy.
and then yeah, that day we're going to like the Yes house and we did. But yeah, it was very cool.
That's very exciting, man. That's, I mean, seeing YouTubers in person and seeing what they're truly like is electric. Like, yeah, I know that's
Yeah.
how it seems surprising, but as someone that's been fans or that's been a fan of YouTubers for so long, I think that's
Hmm.
brilliant. I think that's amazing to hear. Yeah,
Yeah. And the thing was like Amar, he was like exactly how he's in the videos.
that's great. Yeah, I love that when you meet a YouTuber or you meet someone that you've known on the internet and
Hmm.
feels right in the exact same way that it is online, and you don't get it with everyone.
Yeah.
Trust me from experience, you don't get that with everyone, but the majority of YouTubers that I've met, yeah, they're just lovely in person. I think it makes me realize that YouTube isn't as fake as what people really think it is.
Yeah. And then there obviously are some people that like act a lot more excited in their videos that I've interviewed and they turned out to be like the chillest person I've ever met, which has surprised me a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely to hear, man. Yeah.
You said you like met a lot of friends like Liam Bedford and Owen Powell through YouTube.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But how like you like what was like the process of like meeting them, kind of like the first time talking to them, kind of like that?
So it all started, this is quite a few years ago now. I don't know if you were a fan of MEMEULOUS at this time, but it started with Team 100, which was you remember Team 10, obviously, Jake Paul's
Obviously.
Team 10. Yeah, so MEMEULOUS started a parody group of Team 10 called Team 100, which was, the whole point was it was a complete Mickey take of Team 10. And he made a video saying, if you want to become part of Team 100, make a video applying to get in. I'll go through and react to some of them. And, if I like you enough, you make it into Team 100. So I thought I can do that. So I made a video applying to become part of Team 100. And MEMEULOUS, like, yeah, lo and behold, he reacted to it. He put me in the video. And then I started a group. I didn't start the group chat, actually. A few other people created this group chat of YouTubers that made it into Team 100. So it was all yeah, YouTubers who had been in MEMEULOUS's videos, and some of them that were just kind of part of that group had made videos for MEMEULOUS. We all became friends together. Slowly, some of them dropped away. Slowly, some of them joined. The group started to shift, but in the end, it became a very solid group of myself, a YouTuber called Jaraban, a YouTuber called Connor with one N, and a YouTuber called Marley Swarbs, who came into it later. Yeah, we became a very solid group. I then started talking to Owen after he had his big blow up with MEMEULOUS. I don't know if you're really aware about him, but I'm sure we can leave that to when you hopefully get him on here at some stage. Yeah, your mic's cut out, I think. Oh, you're still on mute.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can hear you
I have
better
like my microphone. I have a Blue Yeti, so I have like a.
now. Sure. Yeah, of course.
I
Of
always
course.
press it, so yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. It started with Team 100. We started making videos together. We started a joint channel actually called the Nout Gang, which didn't last for very long, but we made some funny videos on there. And yeah, we're just really good friends now. I feel like we're at the point where and then of course you asked about Liam Bedford. He dropped me a message quite a long time after all of this happened, asking, if I wanted to work on a video. Nothing ever really happened, but then eventually I got him on my podcast, and yeah, he made his way into the community, and now he's probably doing the best out of all of us. So yeah, big up Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like. I don't know if you know. I was watching a Vanzi video. And I saw like Liam Bedford my recommendations in that video, so I just clicked on it, and it was like 2 days before the KSI thing.
2 days before. Wow.
Yeah, I watched the Stormzy video and the Sea Shanty video, which you were in.
Oh, the Sea Shanty video. What a video.
And I didn't subscribe, and like 2 days later, I was like, I saw this guy's video a while ago, like
Yeah.
3 days ago.
You
Which was
just
crazy.
I mean to be, you can still use it as a flex that you knew who Liam Bedford was before all of that.
Yeah,
But
I told him. I
you
have a
just missed
screenshot.
out your opportunity to subscribe before it all happened. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Liam's come up is just incredible to me. Like the way that
Yeah.
I feel like the power of the community. Like, don't get me wrong, his video was sick. He's a talented bloke, but it's the way the community came together and managed to push his video onto Mo, which is KSI's editor, and just together as a community, we got it onto KSI, and it's just phenomenal what happened.
Yeah, and like the funny thing, while I did the interview with Liam, it was like a day after like the Simon React video, or it was the day of the Simon React video. And while we were in the interview, we started off with 23,000, and he ended up with like 25,000 at the end of the interview, which was like crazy.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, because I actually I remember now, I recorded with Liam just before he came and recorded with you, I believe.
Really? That's
So I don't know if you've
Wow.
watched my most recent video.
I did, yeah.
Sorry? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my most recent video was recorded just before your interview with Liam, because after we finished it, he said, "Oh, I've got to go. I've got a podcast now." So we went back to back with Liam Bedford. Wow, that's crazy.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, mad.
So, where do you see like your channel in like 5 years?
I mean, there's probably two answers to that question. You know, I'd say there's the side of it that I hope for, which is, you know, me with a solid audience that I really feel like I've got a connection to, and the truth is me being able to make enough money to live off it. You know, that's the that's what I hope for. Truthfully, you know, that first one definitely can happen. I know, I believe that
Definitely
with my, you know, if I keep improving my skills, if I keep learning more, if I don't ever get ahead of myself, I feel like I can get there. Nothing's ever guaranteed, and I know there's a lot of people in the community that probably deserve it more than me. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I believe, hopefully, in 5 years, I'll be living off this. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you will, because like you're very underrated, and I feel like you definitely could.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. So are you. You know, after
Thank
just having
you.
a glimpse of your channel, you've seriously put in a good shift on some of your videos.
Thank you.
So yeah, fair play.
Yeah, and kind of like where I want to be in 5 years. I feel like this is kind of realistic for me. At least like 200,000 subscribers in 5 years. I feel like it's a realistic one. But yeah.
You can do that. I feel like if you're committed to it, and you know, as I keep saying, you've got all this time. Like in 5 years, you'll still be younger than what I am now.
Exactly.
So yeah, there you go. Like, you know, just absolutely go for it, man. I believe in you.
And like the amount of like cool guests that are confirmed and that like are gonna be confirmed in the next couple like days and like weeks is like, wow, I'm excited for this, which is crazy.
Am I allowed to have any sneaky insight in it? You can obviously cut this out of the
Yeah.
podcast if you want.
No, I can keep them in. I might beep out some of them. But most of them are already out.
Okay.
Like Zach and Jay.
Zach and Jay was huge. I couldn't believe you managed that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I did Jamie, and then Zach might be confirming soon. Obviously in Bedford.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know
Max
him.
Fosh. Max Fosh is another one I saw that
Yeah.
you did. Yeah.
But I already did that. I want to do it again soon.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
But yeah, I did the kid who made Chug Chug with you.
Really?
Yeah, he was very nice. That was a very cool interview.
Oh my word.
It's not out yet. It will be coming out July 8th.
That's exciting. Do you have an editor, like Tommy Innit and Wilberset's editor? Is that?
Yeah, he edited that for them for a while, but yeah, he was very nice. I think he edited like the E-Boys videos for like a long time or something.
What did you say his name was?
Weirdfish. He edited, like the main channel videos. Yeah.
Yeah, Weirdfish. Yeah, no, I remember hearing about him vaguely. Yeah.
Also Jake Fellman. He does like Minecraft YouTube shorts. He has like 5 million.
5 million. Wow.
Yeah, just from shorts, and like 5 million on like TikTok too.
Oh my God. Then
I have another one today with someone who like is going to grow a lot. He has 92,000, but his videos are like movies. Like by the time he comes out, he'll probably have like 200,000 subscribers. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. And yeah.
Oh well, sounds like you've got a busy schedule by the sounds of it. I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, I'm like, because in December I didn't get much like people responding, so I only did 2 podcasts. And then like in January, I got like so many people respond. Then it kind of was like quiet again. And then like it was like every
Yeah.
time, every like other day, someone would respond, which is like crazy. And now I'm falling to like the third week of August, almost to September.
Yeah. I think once that ball gets rolling, everyone will want part of it. Like
Yeah,
when you've got big names like Jamie from Zach and Jay and
yeah,
Max Fosh and people like this, like you've once that ball gets rolling, people see that they went on it and they'll think,
like,
I want to get on
oh,
that
I
as
want
well.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And if it wasn't like without Yes Theory, I wouldn't have gotten most of my guests now, like that I got now. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I feel like that might have been the thing that kickstarted it, but
Yeah.
if you're good at interviewing, you'll find a way eventually.
Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah. So kind of talking about collabs. Which is kind of like your dream collab, you'd say.
My dream collab. I would love to do a video with Nicolo Milano one day. I think,
Who doesn't?
oh yeah, yeah, that is true. I feel like
He was
my
in the Zoom video, right?
he wasn't as it was. So I guess in that sense, I've already done a collab with Nicolo Milano, but
Exactly.
not a I feel
Full
like
on.
he's just a mental guy, and I think that most of my videos are very tame in comparison to his. But I think that if
Mhm.
I put in that environment with him, where we were doing something crazy, in the middle of London or some kind of outdoor video, I feel like I could come into my own with some of those kind of big real life videos outside.
Yeah.
So, given the opportunity to film with Nicolo Milano, I'd love to. Yeah.
And like just putting Nicolo Milan in the title is like instant views and like
Big
stuff
dub,
like
yeah,
that.
massive dub.
Yeah, and like if he promotes it on like his like Instagram or YouTube, like instant at least 5,000 views.
Mm.
Like his fan base is like so strong. I don't know how we like meet his fan base that strong. That's kind of like how.
Yeah, the numbers aren't actually everything. Like a lot of people have
Yeah.
really strong fan bases for a sub count that isn't necessarily that high,
Mhm.
and the other way around as
Return
well.
viewers is more important.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I think retention, return viewers, and the number of like subscribed versus not subscribed. Those are the things that really determine
Yeah.
how much people are actually enjoying it. Yeah.
Because like let's say you have 10,000, 100,000 subscribers and like you have like 2,000 return viewers. It is good. But let's say there's a channel with 8,000 subscribers who has 5,000 return viewers. The person with 8,000 is technically a bigger YouTuber than you.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Like it's a lot of people kind of I feel get blinded a little bit by just sheer numbers, when in reality it's more the for me at least, I kind of see it as more the social kind of are people talking about this person? Are they widely
Yeah.
known in terms of just like how many people actually know their name? Like it does come down to that more than actual sheer numbers. How I hate this word, but it's how relevant they are.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. So now kind of like the last question. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to do YouTube?
The advice that I'd always give to someone who's thinking of starting but isn't really sure how is to just throw themselves into it. Like it goes back to the thing that I said earlier about how a lot of people nowadays, they have this they feel like they have to draw out this really detailed blueprint of like exactly how their channel's going to go, but before they've ever actually uploaded a video. It's like everyone's
Just
first
like
video is
upload videos,
yeah.
then figure that out.
Yeah, upload videos and figure it out as you go along, because like
Exactly.
no matter what, your first video will never be very good. And even if your first video is good, you're gonna just improve over time anyway. So you're always gonna look back at your first video and think it's not very good, no matter how good you were when you started. So you might as well just start, and through experience and through actually doing it, you're gonna learn more than how much you'd learn just by studying YouTube without actually making any videos. That's my take on it. When people say, how do I start YouTube? I always say, just do it. Just like Nike says, just jump right into it. Do it. That's my advice. Yeah.
Yeah, and through time you naturally get better, as you said. So there's like studying the algorithm could make that like process faster, but you'll just naturally learn it.
Yeah, there'll be certain things that you can only learn from actually doing it, like editing and things. You have to actually be there doing it, I feel.
Yeah, because without doing it, you're never gonna improve.
Yeah, no,
You guys,
absolutely.
you can look at a ton of videos and not do it, and you might be good, but you won't be as great as someone who like watches a ton of videos and puts videos to practice. If that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. No, spot on.
Yeah, that was some great advice. But before we end, do you have anything you want to promote?
That I want to promote. Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, would mean a lot checking it out, you know.
Link in the description.
Thank you very much. Link in the description. If yeah, I mean, you know, if you enjoy the content, subscribe. If you don't, then don't. But you know, any subs would be appreciated. You'll see a lot of my the people that I was talking about in today's podcast in some of them videos. You know, you've got Liam Bedford, you've got Owen Powell, you've got Marley Swarbs, you've got loads more. All of those guys deserve it just as much, if not more than me. So, you know, if you want to go check them out, then I'd say, yeah, check them out as well.
Yes, definitely check them out. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on. This really
Thank you
means
for
a
having
lot.
me.
And I'll see you next episode of the Nicocast.